So earlier this week, after I got out of work, I recorded a video and I wanted to post it on YouTube. And I was very proud of how this video came out. And not to make it seem like it was this grandiose video, it was literally me recording myself in my car on the way from work to the gym. And basically, how it went was today was a good day. Today was a very good day, and I just got off work. I was heading home, and I was like, you know what? There's 45 minutes from now until I get to the gym, so I'm just going to talk. I'm gonna just talk, and whatever comes about, comes about. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. And the reason why I'm gonna do it again is because I was recording my video on my phone long ways, right? 9:16 instead of horizontally 16:9. And unfortunately, now I'm not able to post it on YouTube, right? Because of the format, the ratio, it's going to look very, very ugly, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do it again on here. And I'm going to just talk about whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind. The first thing being where I'm at in life. So my current situation is I am a husband, I'm a father, I have twin boys, and I have yet to feel this amount of pressure. And everything's going great, right? I have a decent job, I make really decent money. My wife is happy, my kids are happy. We're seeking God. I'm reading the Bible daily to try to gather more wisdom, right? And be the best possible father, husband that I can be. And in addition to that, my kids go to jiu-jitsu. I am in a ministry that is called The Call, which enables me to go out into the public and share the gospel with people. And I'm also preparing for a marathon this weekend. And it's not like I'm just checking off the boxes, right? When it comes to the training for the marathon, I'm legitimately trying to run under 3 hours. And I know it's very common for a lot of people to run under 3 hours, but if you think about it, it is a challenge. And the reason why it is a legitimate challenge is because you have to run every single mile in under 6 minutes and 47 seconds. So that means every single mile I am going to be huffing and puffing. Regardless of how well my training went, I'm going to be pushing myself to the max every single mile. And so that is going to require a lot out of me, right? It's not just me checking the boxes, me running from point A to point B, however long it takes me to do. It's me putting maximum effort in every single mile. And so I have a lot of things going on, right? But I couldn't be the most grateful. I am so grateful for everything that I'm going through, everything that I've gone through. And it's really difficult to see that when you're going through when tough situations, right? Because when you're going through tough situations, your mind seems to tunnel vision itself. And it seems as though you're only focused on your problems. And since you're focused on your problems alone, they maximize, right? They expand. You are struggling to see your way out of it because everywhere you look, you see your problem because it's zoomed in, right? And so there could be a lot of great things happening in your life and you cannot see it. You can't see it because the way the brain works is it's trying to solve a problem, but if you're not able to look past the problem, then there's no way for you to see the solution, right? And so what I've come to realize is that if you are worried about solving your own problems, then you will suffer. You will suffer. You will not gain any influence. You will not bring people along your message. You will not get people to follow you if you are only concerned about solving your own problems. But if you take a step back, if you take a step to the side even and look at your problem from a different perspective, from a different angle, then you can see how someone else is viewing your problem, right? Which means you've put yourself in their position, in their life, to view your problem, to solve it, so that way you can solve the problem that maybe someone else might have been going through, if that makes sense. But if you're always concerned about yours, then you're going to always see your problems. And so I have come to realize, or come to the conclusion, that if I look at my problems as a way to use to solve someone else's problems in their world, then the gap or the time elapse shrinks when I'm in my own problems, right? When I'm concerned about my own problems. There's this guy that I follow. He talks about it a lot. He says if you're concerned about solving your own problems, you're not going to be able to influence as many people as you want, or you won't be able to make as much money as you want. But if you try to solve a problem for a mass amount of people, then you will be able to make more money, essentially, which is what we all really want, right? Yeah, they say like it's not all about the money, but if you think about it, if we were to all make a lot more money, we would be able to solve a lot more problems, right? The first one being the problem of not having money, right? It could be another problem, like maybe your mom's car breaks down, and instead of her paying for it, you can be like, hey mom, don't worry about it, continue doing what you're doing, I'll take care of it. Or maybe you can help a lot more people, because there's a lot of people that have the argument of, it's not all about the money, leave some for other people, or why are you being greedy and thinking about making more money for yourself when other people are suffering, etc. And that is revolving around helping other people, right? So if you can make more money, then that means you can hash out the concern that people have that you're making money while other people are struggling, because you could just help them with the money that you've earned at a wider scale, right? I'm honestly going on a tangent, but where I'm currently at is eye-opening, and I'm starting to realize that everything that I've gone through has made me into who I am today, so that I can realize that I am nothing without God. And if I continue to accept where I currently am in life, whether I'm at the top of the mountain or at the bottom of the mountain, I'm being prepared for something, right? If, let's say, I am struggling in my business and the things that I'm doing aren't working for me, then I have to have the humility to look at the work as it working on me, right? I had to steal that from Myron Golden. He said it best. He says, if the work isn't working for you, it's working on you. Regardless, do not stop what you're doing, because one way or the other, it is working. It may not be working for you, but it's definitely working on you. It's preparing you for when the time does come and the work does work for you. You're now the person that is capable of handling the success or the opportunity that comes your way, right? And that was a huge shift in perspective, to see things that way. Because when I was struggling not that long ago, I felt like what I was doing wasn't for me. I felt like I was incapable. I felt like I probably shouldn't be going down this path. And like I said before, when you're in your own problem, it's hard to see the way out. And so if you open up your eyes, if you get connected with other people that are also kind of doing the same thing that you're doing, then it's easier to see a way out, for sure. But back to what I was saying, as far as like what I want to convey here, right? So right now I'm preparing for a marathon. Like I said, it's this weekend. Hopefully I hit my goal of running it under 3 hours. Honestly, I've done the best that I've could, and we'll see what ends up coming about. I cannot control the time. I can only control the effort that I put in. And so all I have to do is show up and find out if the work that I did was sufficient enough to get me the result that I want. And if I don't, then I will, come back and I will continue doing the work, and then I will sign up for another marathon and hopefully um, come back better. Hopefully, come back better. And that's pretty much it for now. But I hope you guys have a awesome day today, and you guys kill it. Peace.